Hi, welcome to this video. Today I'll be drawing with gouache for the first time. I've wanted to try gouache for so long, like ever since I first saw someone work with it. It was like magic, dude. It seems like a pretty good middle ground between watercolors and like acrylics, because it has like the flowiness, the water activatedness, and it has the opacity of like acrylics, so you can do a lot of things with it. It's a flexible medium. So I wanted to try it for a really long time, and then for my last birthday my friend gifted me some gouache. So when I went to try gouache out for the first time, I decided against my regular sketchbook because the pages are not fit for wet mediums. So I went and got a new one. I usually would not want to start a new sketchbook unless I finished the other one, but I made an exception for this one because I dedicated this one for gouache specifically. And when I tell you I was so excited to try gouache, I didn't even do a swatch page, I just went straight in. And I decided I wanted to draw this cute little ladybug because I thought the color palette would work really well for the beginning, because I wouldn't have to mix too many paints. And also I cut out a lot of the sketching process because you can't see shit on camera. So just a little bit. As I said, I was very excited, so I didn't think much and I just went straight into it basically. Like, I gathered all my shit, propped up the camera, and then there's still so much prep footage that I had to cut out. Yeah, I was very excited. So when I first started painting, I actually used a lot of water because I didn't know how the medium acted, and I didn't know how it was gonna look like, how it was gonna, well, act. Yeah, obviously I was still very insecure about it, so with time I got better with it and I used straight up paint. So after getting used to it, I also started to really have a lot of fun. So much so that even later, at one point my camera ran out of storage. So while I was taking care of that situation, I kept painting before I picked up my camera again because I had so much fun. So there's a little bit of the progress lost, but none of the fun was lost. I had so much fun. In the beginning I was also very nervous about mixing the paints, because in my previous experience with acrylics, when I mixed the paints, I always had like leftover paint, and I always felt like that was so much paint that I didn't use, and I felt really bad when it dried. But with gouache, if the paint dries, you can just use water and use it again. This is so great. No more guilt about dried paint because you can just use it again. This is amazing. Yes, I'm very excited about gouache paint. I really love it. I need to do so much more with it. It's so much fun. I'm definitely gonna try to fill out this whole sketchbook, and I hope I can take you along a bit for the journey. Honestly, just working on this video, looking at the footage, looking at the painting, makes me want to paint with gouache again. It's just... the inspiration is hitting right now, just by looking at it. Oh my god. Anyway, I think working with gouache is pretty intuitive, at least if you've tried watercolors before, and maybe acrylics, but I think in and of itself it's pretty intuitive and easy to learn. Like, I already felt so much more comfortable after just one painting. Obviously, you don't need to have experience with other mediums to practice gouache, but watercolors might be a good place to start. But generally, you don't have to have tried like acrylics before using gouache, because gouache is also a really beginner-friendly medium in my opinion. Like, I feel like it's a very forgiving medium if you try it out. So, if you've ever had an interest or even just a passing curiosity about gouache, then go ahead, buy some cheap-ass gouache paints and try it out for yourselves. In my experience, at least, it's a lot of fun. If I recall correctly, the artists at Ghibli Studio used gouache to paint the backgrounds for the movies. Not all of them probably, but some of them. Oh, that's a great idea actually. I could redraw Ghibli backgrounds. Has it been done before? Thousands of times. Millions of times. But not by me, so maybe I'll do that. So, it seems I've run out of things to say again. Recording voiceovers is hard, man. Anyway, in conclusion, I'd say gouache was fun. I got used to it really quickly, and I'll definitely paint many more things with it. And I recommend everyone to try it at least, because I'm very positively surprised by how fun it was with gouache. Yeah, that's it for the voiceover, because I just don't know what to say anymore. Hope you have fun with the rest of the video. Bye!